Positive.
All right.
There we go. We're on.
We're on? All right. I am so terribly sorry. We have technical issues going on. We had a major redo right now. Travis and Tyler got in here and switched everything around. If it wasn't for the wise advice of Commander Blue Wave and his extraordinary ability to manage a desperate situation, we would be in hell. And that demonstrates the need for a wise and strong leader. That's what we ought to send the commander up there. We ought to send Commander Blue Wave here, Blubs, up to Washington, D.C. By your leave, sir. Anyway, while Travis and Tyler were in here trying to fix everything, I poked my head out there to watch the idiot. He's still standing up at the podium, still arguing about it's the governor's responsibility due to the testing. It's not his responsibility. It's the responsibility of the governors to decide when and where. He wants some governors to open earlier than May 1st, and others might want to wait. Are you shitting me? We don't have a president. We have a, I don't know what you call him.
Game ho.
Yes.
Game host show. Game show host.
Yeah, it's a game show. It's a reality. Nobody wrote a script for him. So the only thing he is concerned about is his own ass. That's it. He's a go ahead, baby.
Me. I don't have a problem with it being the governor's responsibility to do the testing and all the rest of that. But it is the federal government's responsibility to make sure that the governors have the test.
Yes. Well, that's where the
period.
Damn, I can't get my brain working. When I'm thinking about problems,
That's
this
right.
is what
You
happens
got
to
you.
me. It's up to the government, up to the federal government to necessitate the production of a test. You don't just turn the governors out there and say, hey, y'all make it. No. Get a freaking test going. Now they got one that's at 5 minutes. And from what I understand, the debacle went, he showed a little machine out there. He showed it off. Look at here, 5 minutes, you can get a test. They sent them to everybody. They sent the testing machines to every state, he said. They just didn't send the freaking tests. So they got the machine, but not the freaking tests. And it just highlights the ignorance, the absolute bungling,
ignorance,
of this whole thing. I swear.
I argue that it's purposeful, John. I'm sorry.
You'd almost swear it is. How can anybody be that stupid without being intentionally that way?
Even the clock is right twice a day.
Yes, he can't even hit that. He's not even hitting one.
But
Let me restate that, a broken clock.
Yeah.
It's not his fault, remember?
That's exactly what he wants you to remember. It's not his fault. That's the biggest thing. It's Obama. It's the World Health Organization. It's China. It's everybody's fault except
Hey, John.
Yes, ma'am.
It's all his fault. All of this. Because he was ineffective as the president of the United States of America. Because he's not a president. He's a president.
I want to. I agree with you, but I want to disagree with you because I want to. Yeah, it's his fault, but when I dig in my mind, whose fault is that? It's them freaking assholes out there that voted for this asshole, knowing he's a lying, stinking con man thief. And I got flags up and down my damn hot road out here. Trump 2020, no more bullshit. He is.
Can I say
Beetle
something?
Balm just
Gong.
Go
Anti-human.
I mean, Beetle Balm just donated $30. A little help for pipe tobacco. Outstanding, my friend. Beetle Balm, I appreciate it tremendously.
Yeah.
That's not hitting right. Is that hitting right?
I think it's hitting right. You're hitting it.
It don't sound right.
It sounds pretty good to me.
You know what it is? I don't hear myself anymore.
You don't?
So I don't hear the gong.
You're not hearing yourself?
I don't hear myself, no.
Really?
Well, wait a minute.
Good.
Yeah, okay. All right. Beetle Bomb, you fixed everything, buddy. We appreciate it very much. That was very generous of you.
Beetle Bomb's magical.
And indeed, Cavendish is a bit high nowadays. And
Let me know if that.
It's hard to get a good pipe tobacco.
Let me know if that happens again, because I know what's going on. It's our little adapter here.
Is it?
Yeah, you and I are sharing a headphone adapter right now because the lag on the thing over here was really throwing me off. So you and I are sharing a headphone jack.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's fine.
Just let me know if that happens again. I'll wiggle it around.
We just need to come up with a little list of all the little things. We need an Ethernet splitter,
Headphone amp.
amp,
But
and
no, don't.
make a
We got to be
freaking
careful
list.
here. This will turn into Travis's tech talk again. We don't want.
Has
that.
anybody gotten their check yet? Has anybody gotten their? I'm going to look at the chat over here. Hi, Dizzy Duke. How you doing? Melody Cool. Carol Lewis here. Yeah, if anybody's got their check, chime in. You don't have to. You could say it discreetly. You could say, I heard somebody got a check. I ain't got it.
I'm reading a lot of people on Twitter
Right?
have got theirs
Have you?
already. Yeah.
Somebody said that the A's are going first.
The A's?
I heard that it's alphabetical order. Now, this is just hearsay.
I'm
That
B.
if you're at the end, yeah. Well, then you should be getting yours first.
John,
But the latest date.
I'm checking
but
right now,
I
baby.
didn't hear anybody was going to get it until the 15th, and that's tomorrow.
Well, that's.
Hey, I read an article today about a gentleman. I believe he was in Chicago. He was a volunteer firefighter. He checked his bank account looking for his $1,700, which lets me know he's got a kid. He had $8.2 million in his bank account when
Holy
he checked
shit.
his account.
Holy shit.
Yeah, buddy. So, it might all be gone by now. Shit.
Hey, maybe it's time for that trip you wanted to take for so long. Get the hell out of town,
right?
baby.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And he did the right thing. He went back in. He let the bank know they erred in his favor.
Yeah.
And you know what? He found out that his true bank account was $13 and some change.
Boy, howdy shit.
God damn.
Boy, howdy shit. Oh,
Yeah,
what happened? What'd I do with my thing?
I don't know. What did you do to your thing?
My thing's
Oh no! What did you do with your thing?
I found my thing.
Keep a hold of your
I
thing.
found my thing. It was right
your
there. My
thing,
thing
right?
was right there, but I didn't see my thing.
Don't be losing your thing.
I
now.
can't
You
be
know, you
losing
might
my
need
thing.
that.
It's difficult if a man loses his
lot
thing.
of things, but
Anyway,
need to
Cat
talk to
Gentis
Cat.
just donated $10 through Super Chat and said, and a shot of bourbon to go along with tobacco. Thank you very much, Cat Gentis. Well,
Yay.
Man,
That's
well
what I'm
now.
talking
You're going to
about.
be taken care of tonight.
Well,
I
that
like
wouldn't be a
bourbon.
bad idea right now. I have found me a fondness. If you haven't noticed lately, I've been reaching for this bottle. The Irish whiskey that Chris Clough sent me. It does grow on you rather easily.
Careful.
Oh, yeah. I think I need
Somebody's sister in North Carolina. got their
Cat
check.
Genta says, you got to. It's a law. Look it up in Leviticus. It's right there, plain as day. Article 2, I think. Anyway, Cat, we appreciate that very much.
I do know that unemployment is being paid. My girlfriend, who is a masseuse, laid off at the beginning of all this, finally got her.
Outstanding.
Good.
Outstanding. You've heard so many people are having difficulties when they're trying to get through to the unemployment line or the phone in line and everything like that. So it's good to hear that somebody finally came through. Somebody got their money and it needs to start picking up because we're into April, baby. We're well into April, halfway through April. And
Gary Atkins
Jim John,
in
Gary
the
Atkins
chat
got
and the
his money.
YouTube, he said he got his money. Woo!
all right, Gary, there you go, buddy. Well, see,
Don't go spending that all in one place, see?
why not?
Yeah.
Right?
Why?
Well,
not?
okay, the grocery
Depends
store.
on what place you're
Yeah,
talking
I was about to say grocery store. That'd be where I was telling.
Well, there's a news article that said just that a lot of people are getting their checks and they're spending a lot of it on food.
Huh.
I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Well,
more
because
most
they had that
likely.
story the other day now, and it's making rounds that the food supply chain might, if this continues, might be in danger.
Yeah.
We have seen farmers plowing under their field, dairy farmers pouring milk. It's sad to see that because there's a need for that all over the world.
Because our food supply chain
Can I offer
either
this, John, to folks who are
supports
picking up their
industry.
food, to remember to get staples, things like rice,
Oh,
oatmeal,
rice and beans, baby.
Beans are very important because they provide
butter.
proteins.
Yeah.
Peanut butters are good.
Who would think about peanut butter in this house?
I wouldn't fucking know. Don't look at me.
Yeah.
Feel sorry for those who have allergies.
We should be
but,
buying peanut butter in a 55-gallon drum is what we should be doing.
Yeah. I can live on
Does
that.
Costco sell
Because
that?
what was it? It was Big Brother. Big Brother at one point, instead of slop, it was like, if you lose the challenge, you have to eat peanut butter and jelly for a week. And I'd be like, all right,
Cool.
let's do it.
Yippee, I'm happy with that.
No problems.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm a simple person. What can I say?
As a retired
changed
farmer, that
the-
pisses me off. Dizzy Duke, it does. I would imagine anybody, but that put their hard-earned work, their hard work into a field, and then have to plow it under because you can't get rid of it. The reason
It's the way that our food chain
Yes.
is set up in this country.
Yeah.
It
I
either
was just gonna say the
supplies
same thing you were.
restaurants
there's
or
no plan
it
B for the
supplies
food.
the grocery
No.
store.
Right.
And there is no cross mixing of the two.
No.
So if you're supplying restaurants
Commercial
and
cannot
restaurants
go.
and schools,
Commercial
are
cannot
closed
transfer
right now.
over to
yeah,
Yeah.
individual
this is insane.
to the grocery
Yeah.
stores,
This is-
which is ludicrous.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
could have bundled it up and sent
The
it to
schools
the
are
food
closed,
bank.
so there's a big market right there that the milk and
So
the other.
not only did the farmers have to endure Trump's fucking
Because that
Just
tariff and not being able to sell their
Sorry.
I can't
products
hear
last
Bernadette.
year, they're not going to be able to do
Neither
anything
can
with
I.
their products this year.
Yes. Hi, Carmen. Send.
Okay,
Wait a
wait, really quick. Who can't hear Bernadette in our chat?
Tina and me.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to bring you all out and bring you back in and see if that fixes it.
Well, we're having all sorts of issues tonight. I hope.
This is a
I hope
Discord
this is
thing.
providing some fine entertainment while y'all laugh your ass off. But look, can't get this shit going.
All right, let's try
I
that
like
now.
But we're
play
only doing this
musical
just for
chairs.
your entertainment. So, actually, we're doing a
Musical
great job.
chairs.
As Donnie would say, we're
Well,
doing a great job.
I'm
Wait a minute. If we're
still
doing
here.
a
Can you
great
hear me
job,
now?
why are we sending PPE to China when we don't
Yeah.
have enough?
Well, on one hand, don't know what the other hand's doing.
And what also
Carmen?
scratches my head is why is the federal government seizing the acquisitions of PPE from various state governments and hospitals?
Right.
That ain't even right.
Okay,
Carmen
what's
said-
happening?
The stuff the feds
Asked a
sent
good
was
question.
crap.
She said lots of food banks could use that food to feed
Still
the
can't hear
people.
Bernadette.
Here's the
Me
problem, Carmen.
neither. Take Bernadette out and put her back in.
Okay.
Yep. Really quick though, Dad, you got an update in the super
I
chat
see that.
area.
Diana Mallory, the bequeather of our gong itself, sent a $5 donation super chat, says, "Hello, Blue Dots. Tell me how a truck full of new golf carts is essential. Seen one yesterday." Oh, Donnie must be getting ready to go out and play some golf. So we'll say it, Diana Mallory. It's a question, baby. Tell her how that's essential. He spent a $45,000 contract.
Have you ever tried to go out and walk? It's really horrible. It's really bad.
Oh.
Need to carry myself across the golf course. Look,
Yeah, it's
you don't
about-
understand. You just don't. It's
And
an
then I
essential
dropped my pants.
It throws off my
taxpayer money, well spent.
game. Well spent.
Oh God.
Ain't that sad? But yes,
Do you
it
do
was
the
an
hands
emergency.
Too, Travis?
Wait, what was that?
Travis, do you do
You
the
doing the
hands,
hands?
too?
Yeah, I have to because when it comes to impressions, you really have to try to get it as best as you can. I'm not saying I do Trump excellent. Really not. I'm not that great. Really not. I try not to listen to the guy because he's mediocre as fuck. But
China.
China.
You're
China.
wigging us out.
Yeah, he does a great Obama too. He does. He does a great
I
Obama.
don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do. Mama does.
No.
Yeah.
Look,
We know.
the thing is, I can't really do Obama's voice, but his speaking patterns are very unique.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah. And he's powerful.
He's very powerful.
I was
I'm
glad
a very
to see
powerful
him.
individual.
I-
People miss me now, don't they?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Come back.
Yes, we do.
I was so tickled to death to see him come out today. And
Oh man.
oh, baby, I'm right there with you. Karen Van
Did you
Wyk
do
said
it?
she donated $2 to Super Chat and said, my bank account is as empty as my purse. Baby, I'm right there with you, darling. Don't feel obligated that you got to send any of it.
Dizzy
Don't you-
Duke said,
But thank you
being
very
a
much,
retired
darling.
Golfer, you got to hear this one. Being a retired golfer, that pisses me off.
Who's a
That's
retired?
for Dizzy Duke. Dizzy Duke, the retired farmer.
Oh,
That was pissed off.
Oh yeah, there
yeah.
we go.
yeah.
Dizzy Duke.
I'm telling you.
I can imagine so. Chat's lively tonight. I love it. Everybody over there on the YouTube.
Adina Michael says, hey, old bat with two cats. Make sure you see that. Jimmy Swanson says hello. BB says the farms in Pennsylvania are open because I work for one. Good for you, buddy. We appreciate you doing your job.
Hey, Dad,
Still
there's
out
a
there.
request for you in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Please give Commander Blue Wave a salute from the snowman.
Outstanding, sir. By your leave, Commander. Sir. Yes, sir. That's a snappy salute. I remember how to do it.
He's such a
But it
snappy.
used to not hurt my shoulder as bad when I snapped it down. No, it's fine. I'll tell you what, I am tickled to death with this. Miss Nomad sent us Commander Blub's Blue Wave, and he is here to oversee the operations in this outfit. And so, after the show here, Commander kind of cuts loose and gives us a critique here, but he always ends up.
He kind of scares me a little bit. He says I'm not working hard enough.
Well,
Drop
he
down.
did it. He said it in a nice way, though.
He did, but it's
He
one of
said-
those.
Yeah.
Listen, son, if you want to fit in this outfit,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to step it up a little bit.
Step it up. That's what he said.
You have
Step
to
it up.
shape up or ship out.
Yep,
That's it.
exactly.
That's it. I just love that thing. I was in here looking at it today. It just tickles me to death. Myth Nomad, thank you very. Oh, look, there she is.
Yeah.
I've seen her in there now. Thank you so much for this thing. It just really, it brightens my day. Really, when I come in here to I sit down and I turn on my iPad or something and start looking into the news to see what the asshole did today. It's the little things around me. I sit here and I grab honey from Chris Kloss all the time, which I think is helping my health. It's
can
good
believe
for you.
it.
It's healthy.
I
Honey
believe
is
it.
healthy for you. So I've been dipping into them, and now I have Commander Blubs. So
He's gonna keep.
I
you in
definitely
your
prefer
place now.
Commander Blubs over some of the Trump attire. Now, granted, all the Trump
Hey,
attire is great.
You notice they're all over there looking at him like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
They're
but
afraid
that's
of him.
what I'm saying.
They're
is
afraid
like-
of him.
Yeah.
Let's get a little thing is just stick him in the freaking Blubs like that. Okay. There you go. There you go. Oh, yes, sir. I can tighten that up right now. Get another high pitch out of his ass. Well, I wish, tighten him up. And he's got his nuts in a sling anyway right now. He really does.
He really, when you
He's
when,
backpedaling all this shit.
Listening to him earlier when we were trying to fix this, he seems like he's kind of actually getting a little pissy, or kind of really upset that people are challenging him every
And the
2
reporters
seconds,
are challenging him
which
more.
they need to keep that up.
They do.
Wayne has
John,
Wayne
I
has
have
it
a
on.
message from Miss Nomad. John, the pin on his uniform is from a blue dot that is on active duty who wanted it donated to you.
No shit.
That's from Miss Nomad.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Beautiful.
Tell him I appreciate it very much. That's a surface combat emblem pin right there. That's a surface combat ships.
Yep.
I know my Navy, baby.
Active duty blue dot. sent
My
that
my
to you.
father wore 2 of them, submariner and surface warship. My dad was on submarines during war. You should have seen his shins. Were just nothing but a rack of scars from going through the hatches in a submarine. My dad was a pretty tall fellow. He was electronics tech, but that's where he was during the war. And I'm very proud of his service. Had a chest full of medals, baby. And so he would be very proud to have, especially a Navy officer representing us here.
Can't imagine ever working on a sub. Finally went on a first
Not
sub.
the kind he did.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They didn't have nuclear cells back then. You had diesel.
But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Shit.
Is going on to the Nautilus up in Connecticut. That was
Oh,
that was intense and like very claustrophobic, and I can't imagine living there. Oh,
I can't either.
that reminds me.
What?
So, I have an acquaintance, a friend of mine.
Right.
He, I won't say his name or anything, but he works on boats.
Right.
Boats.
Boats.
Actually, he used to work on boats.
Boats or ships?
Boats. I would say no rigs. I'll say rigs and boats. See, I don't want to be too specific for his. But anyway, he actually left the field for a while and decided he wanted to get back into it. He chose the wrong time because now he ain't gonna be able to come back on land till June, and with that being a total of 169 days at sea of him already being out there and shit. So he's already regretting, and my heart goes out to him because I can imagine, they're a few weeks in, few weeks out, but now it's months. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's the way it is, the same way it is in the military. You'll only be gone a month or two. Oh, well, we'll see y'all next year.
Yeah.
Things
you never know.
have a tendency to get extended when you're out there.
While you were gone,
yes, ma'am.
Your sister had a child. Things like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
fine now.
Yeah, exactly.
The world does change.
It
when you're
does.
absent.
Oh, I'll tell you what, when you're gone for a while, it is a difficult, and I know there's lots of military personnel out there, retired and otherwise, that can relate. When you come back, it's not the same place you left.
It isn't, and neither are you.
That's the biggest thing I was fixing to say. It's not so much that the place changed. It's you that changed in your atmosphere that you have been around for so long that when you come back, it feels strange. You get over it eventually and all that shit and move on with life. But it is a big transition and always has been because...
Like a culture shock.
Yeah. Well, they did it for a little while, but most of the time, for a lot of people my age and stuff, you didn't come back as a unit. You didn't get the parade. You didn't get off the plane as one or the boat as one and said, oh, here's a... No, you came back one by one, and there was no parades. There were no, in my day, you you weren't enthused to wear your uniform into town. It wasn't, you wanted to get away from that and blend in, but it was hard to do. A lot of people can relate to that shit. When I came back, I pleaded for a month. Just, you keep your shore duty. I'll just, send me back. I'd be happy where I was. And but like I said, you get over it. So it's an adjustment.
Shit.
It's adapt, overcome, move forward. That's what you do, baby. And no matter what it is in life. And that's what we're doing now. We have to adapt to the asshole that came in here. We have to adjust our tactics, overcome his ass, vote his ass out, and move forward. And on that note, Leo A. donated $10 through Super Chat and said, did you hear the unstable moron says he is cutting funding to the World Health Organization during a pandemic? I guess he is tired of his administration overseeing this country with the most cases, overseeing the country with the most cases. And that would be us. Thank you, Leo A. Yes, that's what he was doing.
Can he do that without the approval of Congress? Really?
I wouldn't know how to answer. I don't know.
Congress has already
I don't know.
allocated
If he-
that. If
Yeah.
the allocation's been made, then how? I'm just curious. Like maybe he can keep it from the future, but I mean that which has already been allocated, he can't touch. So what he's
I would think that you are right. I would think that because Congress controls the purse strings, not the president. So,
just don't believe. I'm sorry, John. I'm just interjecting, but here, everybody, don't listen to that man. And if you have to, take everything he says with a grain of salt. And I also want to say something that is a Debbie Downer. It came to me just right quick. I want to interject. Those who don't understand and see the mischievousness of this individual maybe when they've lost somebody that they love, maybe that's when they get the message. I just don't see them getting the message when Grammy dies, when cousin
Right.
Otis dies. Yeah, the disparity between black people, now that's in the headlines. Oh, black people are dying more than others. Well, some of these mall doogies don't care about that, but they're also saying, hey, guys are dying at a higher rate, male, female, every ethnicity. So, pick your poison. Everybody's dying. So maybe when those people have somebody die that they actually care about, if they still have the capacity to feel,
Which is questionable with some
maybe.
of them. You know?
Well, look at Donnie and the man in the Oval Office, the occupant. He has no feeling for human beings.
No.
I mean, when you have a
But this is deeper than that. This is so deep because it goes into all the Republican Party. It's the Republican Party that keeps allowing him to get away with this shit. That do not, raise a voice to him and tell him, hey, Mr. President, you're being a dick. Stop doing this. That just isn't happening. So I want to share the blame with all of them.
Pride and greed are awful masters. Pride, ego, and greed are awful masters.
And remember, there's that old saying, pride goeth before a great fall.
Oh, boy.
Well, we're expecting a great big fall. I am. And I'm Jesus, I'm dreaming of this day. It's like a long, long nightmare that you just can't wake up from. You wake up, you do your day, you go back to bed. It's the same freaking nightmare. And I noticed the other day we were talking about somebody was having a hard time going to sleep at night. In the chat was people were saying, well, you weren't the only one. When you dig into this shit, and I do often, and you get this crap in your head and you try to go to bed and you're laying there and you're trying to go to sleep and you're thinking of I don't know, the year 2050. What the hell is that going to look like? I do. I worry about the future in the direction that we're going. As countries go, we're still a young country.
A baby.
We're a baby. 230 years old. Shit, that's nothing. You ain't out of diapers yet. This democracy is fragile yet. And what worries me is that we all know we have an idiot, a maniac in the White House, a narcissistic man who doesn't care about anything except himself and his money and his glory and all the other bullshit that he dreams of. It is the Republican Party that allows it to continue, that promotes his ass, that still supports him, that still praise him. When we all can see the emperor has no clothes, he's a moron. He's out there spitting shit out every day, and there's not a Republican out there that has the guts, the balls, or anything else to tell him to shut up, because he'll cut your mic off or your dick, one of the two. Anyway, what?
Did you ever announce that one?
What would happen?
Yeah. Oh, you did?
What would happen if the reporters didn't show up for his daily Klan rally?
That's what they do. I mean, that's what they should do. Nobody should show up.
Or they get up and leave.
Let Fox News be the only assholes out there. And let them play that up. All the media has deserted the president. Yeah. We've deserted a moron. Yes, but just a minute ago, when I saw the short thing there when Travis was them reflecting this, he's cutting off a reporter who asked him a question, and before she could get the rest of the question, now he cut her off and cut her mic off, and he's saying, I know what you're going to ask me. I know what your question is. No, she hadn't asked the question yet. And he cut her off, and that's what he continues to do, especially to female reporters. He loves to do it to female reporters.
He cannot handle.
No, he cannot handle a strong woman. No, or a smart woman, or a woman that knows anything. He wants them all to shut up and praise him.
Anybody who is smarter or better or well recognized or apt at what they do, it doesn't matter. He has to be the center of attention. He's a equal opportunity butthole.
Yeah.
Narcissist.
Did you see that? What? Look. Well, never mind. It was gone.
Also, during that same during that same
Did I
time
say
period.
that out loud?
No, no, you whispered it, but we heard it anyway.
Anyhow,
go ahead,
during that same interim while you were off, Wayne flipped it over to the orange turd, and there was a reporter there that was talking to him, and he hollered at the reporter to stop talking, stop.
Yeah.
If you don't shut up, I'm going to leave, and then you can fight it out with everybody else. And I'm
Please
like,
leave.
That's what
I
he
would
do.
love
And
to
that was
see
a-
that.
I would too.
and that
Please,
was the man.
Run away.
That was the man.
If you don't stop,
But the man
I'm
shut
gonna
up and
leave.
sat down.
They need to stop that. Now the one
Yeah,
guy
but
I
he
did
needed-
see in the back, he just he wouldn't quit. He kept yelling.
That's the guy I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I think I saw that. Yeah, all the way in the back, and I can't remember the question
Uh-huh.
now. But the
I don't know
president
the
tried
question,
to
but I know
ignore
the
him,
answer.
and he kept yelling. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what they need to do. When they bullshit yell that crap out, or you need to respect the office of the president, tell him when he starts doing it, we'll start doing it. But he doesn't, so I don't expect any newscaster to give respect to that man for shit. He's a
To
liar.
earn respect, you must
Give it.
respect.
And he sits up there with the fake news and terrible people and all that freaking bullshit. You do it better. Fake news. Give me a fake news.
Oh man!
Come on, give me a
Hang
fake
on.
news.
It's one of those things
You
where I
should
have
be
to
able to
think
whip
about
that
it.
out like that. Come on.
Listen, it's fake news. You're fake news.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fake news.
No one listens to you anyway.
Yeah.
You are
You'll never
literally
make it.
low tier bullshit.
It's sad. It is
I
sad.
hate it so much.
It is. When you know.
You have to be careful too when you like doing impressions because sometimes you can't stop. So I'm trying not to get to that point.
I only
'Cause
have one.
Who?
Bubba. Whatever.
Bubba?
You know, that guy that talks sort of like this, and he don't know what the hell his ass from a hole in the ground, but he could tell you all day long about which one is the hole and which one's his asshole, but he really don't know.
It's funny though because see,
that guy.
what's funny is
Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened? Yeah, I did.
It's funny. I've learned that if I talk like this, Rose gets really annoyed. I mean, really annoyed.
If you talk
If I talk like this.
If you talk like you somebody from like maybe, Hickville or something.
Talk
Yeah.
about that.
That right
you
there.
talking
Yes,
about?
right there.
Yep.
Talk about
Right
that.
there.
That. Yeah.
If you talk like that.
I understand what you talking about.
Mhm. And we're not making
When you
That's-
when you go down there, you make a
You're
right,
down there.
And, you
And
go
while you're down
over
there,
yonder, you go over
fetch me
yonder,
that thing.
and then we go around that bend. Yeah.
And now let's get one thing
No
clear,
on it?
because I think Dad was gonna say it too. We're not making fun of people who talk like this. We're actually making fun
Oh,
of the
hell
people
no.
who talk like this on
On
purpose.
purpose.
In other words, it's not their accent.
Yeah, you can spot them too.
Because they try so hard to stick
Yeah.
up. We're referencing one person here.
Yeah, me and you were left thinking of the same person. Now listen here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Where'd you
Yeah.
come from again?
That's not the way you talked on the phone a minute ago.
American accents are beautiful and wonderful. As
Yeah.
a person who has been fortunate enough
Oh, yeah.
to live in a number of regions
Yeah.
throughout the country, and to hear the different verbalizations, and when I live in certain areas,
I'm
I
hearing
will
no
be
math.
able to take on those
You
characteristics.
pick it up. Yup.
You
Yeah.
do. You
Mhm.
pick it up. But I tell you, because I spent some time in South Carolina. I lived in South Carolina for quite some years.
Right?
But even in South Carolina, there's like 3 different distinctive languages. So you have your coastal language, which can be 2 things: very European or very Gullah, and you don't know what the hell they said. And then you have like Columbia near the capital, which is more like Lindsey Graham, which I met him once, by
Right.
the way.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
you
I
wash your
know, and
hands?
it was awful. I went home. I took a shower.
Get that
I
shit.
contemplated my whole existence and how I ended up where I
Hmm.
was.
Yes, you do, Lone Wolf.
Oh my God.
Yes, you do. Don't try to change it.
It's
But
funny
then
actually.
in the north of South Carolina, like Greenville,
Yeah.
not understand a single word that they were saying.
Try going to Maine and try to
Hey,
understand
hey,
what
hey.
they're saying.
Now
Maine's
there
the
is a blue
same
dot.
way.
There is a blue dot in this family, a blue dot family member that every time I talk to her on the
I,
phone,
I,
I just love her voice. I really do. That's Donna
Maine is
Bonacosi.
the same way.
I love her voice every time. Yeah, Fred, I'll get all mad at me. Uh, uh, Donna Bonacosi has a distinctive uh, Boston type accent to me, and it just I just enjoy hearing the way that she
oh, you're
talks. Huh?
boss in Maine.
I
I'm
love it too.
talking Maine,
In
Maine.
Maine, yeah.
not
No, no, I'm just
Recent
saying
Jingle?
that the accent there that Donna Bonacosi has. That I'm sorry, Donna Bonacosi.
Oh.
Donna Bonacosi. Uh,
Try Maine.
What's that?
I'm sorry, dear. Go ahead.
I was driving truck up through there and trying to find directions and having somebody try to explain it to me. I just put my hands up in the air and said, "You lost me. I don't understand a single word you're saying."
I hear you.
It does. The accents change. Up in Maine, I don't know. We have Karen Cormier. I've talked to her on the phone. We have Carolee Batson. I've never talked to her on the phone, but I have all of her art. Baby, she is fantastic. But I've never spoke to her on the phone. But I have Karen Cormier, and she sounds, I don't know,
Just a 2
normal.
second story here.
What?
I thought I lived until I went to Boston and heard a car horn go off and someone literally scream, "Hey, I'm walking here."
Hey, I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
We were all in a group. I think there was 10 of us in our group. There was 10 of us in a group, and we all had to turn and look and go, "Did we all just hear that?" That was no fucking
Classic.
way.
Right out of the
So
I'm walking here.
could not get any more
That's
genuine.
a great memory.
Oh yeah, it was, and we could tell the guy was pissed. Like, I guess whatever happened, he nearly got hit or something. But yeah, talk about good times. That was a good trip. Man, everybody
It looks
remember
like
trips.
Let me just stick
I'm
this
so
in here,
glad
and
you got
I'll
to go
shut
up there.
up.
You're good.
Teresa Dingham, she wrote, "Our country has so many accents depending on where you live. I love it. I took a class in it too. Awesome." And I feel you, and I think that it ties into the bigger picture of what makes America beautiful. And this is a beautiful
Melting pot.
country.
Yeah.
And we need to start focusing on how beautiful and stop. Okay, I'm being idealistic. I understand. But the point is, we're focusing so much energy on this idiot. Sometimes we got to take a break and we got to put that love back out there. We got to focus on that good stuff. We got to focus on the fact that this America, excuse me, not America, because that's really kind of politically apropos, but this United States was born imperfect. We know it was born imperfect.
It has always
But
been imperfect.
But the underlying processes, the underlying story has been a story of something imperfect by generation becoming better and better and better, one step at a time. Because look, humans are not that bright. It takes them 100 years to have a brand new thought. Just a brand new thought. It takes them about 100 years collectively.
Resistance to change is one of
Right.
the most powerful forces in our society.
Right. And
yes, nobody
and
wants to change.
And birth is the most painful thing that anyone ever experiences. That's birth. So we're at that point. We're at that juncture. Where we're going, some of us will get to know, and some of us won't get to know. We'll just have been here, and we'll have seen it.
Do what you can
be
while you're
inspired.
Yes.
Be inspired. Find your joy. Be like that 97-year-old Chuck, the veteran, who is out there dancing, social distancing, but dancing to Justin Timberlake on the video on
baby.
YouTube. Please go see Chuck, the 97-year-old Amy. Army, no, Navy pilot guy, World War II, maybe, I don't know, 97 years old, out there getting it in. Chuck, you gotta go see him. I'll find it and I'll post it in Discord.
Travis
But
is giving
I
you a
had to
bunch of
give
gum.
Tina the gong. I had to
Live
crawl
your
across
life.
the desk for that.
I was going to say my wife would
Get it
tell you,
in.
don't tell John that. I
Dance,
try to put a
sing,
smile. I don't give a
paint.
shit. I'll sing. I'll dance. I don't give a shit where I am. You want? Yeah,
Get in.
if the music hits you, baby, you got to move your feet. That's the way I was.
Yep.
It does. You know, if you've got the
Get
rhythm.
in. Lift up your spirits. Break down some of that cortisol that's caused by all this tension and stress that we're experiencing as a collective.
Yes.
Put a smile on your face. Put a smile on somebody else's face.
Well,
Amen,
amen
Tina.
to that. That's the
Okay,
best
I'm
thing that we. That's the best thing that we can do. That I've said it before that I am nothing more than a mouthpiece in this whole thing, trying to motivate people to stay involved. I come out every day and try to do something to remind somebody of what we're doing. And I try to do it in an entertaining way sometimes. Other times it ain't working like tonight. I'm just having an off night and having a terrible time trying to keep up with this shit. But I'm here. So I don't really give a shit how it comes out. I'm here, so I showed up, muster, mumble, and make it. That's the way, baby. Anyway.
But everybody else showing up is what makes this worthwhile.
Yes, that's what make this what it is. It's not me. I can sit up here and ramble on shit. It's this conversation that's going on in this chat. It's y'all that makes this family. Miss Nomad, I do know about the World Health Organization. That's a bunch of, it's just Donnie being Donnie. He is associating the World Health Organization with all the blame so he doesn't have to take any. It's the same bullshit he does every time. Except this time, he's willing to cut money off the World Health Organization during a pandemic. And he's willing to turn a blind eye to governor's needs and everything else because if it's not about him, he doesn't really give a shit. But the thought of, when you said, well, America, yes. I've often said that we need to take back that patriotic feeling from the Republicans who stole it and desecrated it. They have lost the feeling of what it means to love this country. When it means to love this country, it means to love the people in this country. That means that you would rather stand and fight for your fellow Americans. You don't put a thought in your freaking head about you need to go buy a bunch of weapons and ammo to do what? Shoot your fellow Americans in a time of need? No, we need to rally that feeling amongst the Democrats that we are the ones that is trying to save this democracy. We really are. We see what the Republicans have done, not just this time. This is the epitome. This is the culmination of people since Reagan who have figured out that if they get the religious right along their side, if they give all the tax cuts to the rich, if they give the gun owners everything they want and the gun manufacturers, if they toe that line, then they will win. And guess what, baby? That's what they're doing. They're playing on the heartstrings of Americans with God, guns, and glory, baby. And they can make a freaking movie. It's a movie title, God, Guns, and Glory. Tune in tomorrow. That's what they sell, not the meaning of it. They don't pay attention to what the Bible says. They just want to hold it up and say, yes, I'm a Christian. No, you're not. You're not acting like one. So you're not acting like a patriot in my book. This is our country. I serve this country. I know lots of men who serve this country and women. Gays, transgender, everybody, a melting pot of every accent in this country have served this country. And now we watch a man denigrate their service. If he doesn't like a particular captain on a ship, he'll get rid of him. A general, no problem. Get out of here. Kelly, we don't need you. Mad Dog Maddox, we don't need you. Those people aren't any good. They're not heroes. I'm your hero. Bullshit. Bullshit. We need leadership in this country. And this asshole is nothing but a one-man band for, hey, I love Donnie. That's all he knows. And he is willing to ruin this country. But what kills me is he is dragging good Americans into his slime, his disgusting pit of lies and con jobs. selling them the snake oil of he's a religious, godly man, and he's working out for the religious beliefs of this country. Bullshit. Bullshit. Second Amendment rights, don't get a gun near his ass. He doesn't give a shit. He wants your boat. He don't care if you have guns, 50 guns, 100 guns. He don't give a shit.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, John. Can we have a constitutional moment?
What's that, Tina?
We have a quick constitutional moment. I know you're on a rant, but
No,
I
baby.
just want to say this.
Save me.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves, etc., etc.
We the people, baby. We the people. That's every one of us.
It's not Donnie's me the people.
No.
It is
no.
We.
I keep it. I keep it right here, baby. The Constitution is sitting right here in front of me all the time.
It's either in your heart or it's not.
Well,
if you know of it,
you do, and I go to those corny places. What I term as corny, John. You're a patriot. Hell, yes, I am. 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether this nation or any nation, so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. Baby, we have endured 230 years. In the grand scheme of things, it's not shit. But we keep enduring. Generation after generation. We fight the fight. Do we win every war? No. But we keep going. We pick up the banner. We move forward. We adapt. We overcome. We move forward. We have to keep pushing it. And I'm thankful for people like Bernie, who is pulling that in a certain direction. So yes, I'm thankful that Bernie was in there. Now he's succeeded, and he's supporting Biden, and so is Obama. But we have to keep pulling, even Joe, even our own side. We have to keep pulling for the utopia that we all dream of. That place where there isn't racism, there isn't xenophobics, there's not people bashing transgender. That we're concerned about the people of the world and our planet. When we reach that point, but I don't know when we'll do that. It won't be in my lifetime. It won't be in your kid's lifetime. I'm sorry. Old bat with that. Don't get me out of this thing. Where's my banner? Found it. Old bat with 2 cats donated $15 through Super Chat and said, "Better living through chemicals. Someone pass me a joint, please." Somebody pass old bat with 2 cats a joint, please. Spark it up, baby. Yeah, I'd had you. Oh, this was just fine.
We were all going in, weren't we? We were going in, y'all.
Huh?
And we were feeling the patriotism.
You know, that's something
well, we
about
need to.
patriotism. Every time I go to a parade or I go somewhere where they sing the Star Spangled Banner or the flag goes by, I start to cry.
I still perk up.
I get a tear. And it's just like, and then whenever I hear taps, that's another time that I shed a tear.
Well,
every time that I've heard taps in my family has been for a funeral for somebody that has passed away. And then we have the vets home here in Marshalltown, and they've had many funerals for some of the vets that lived in the vets home that had no family. So they invited the town in for the funeral. And I'm telling you, I hear taps and I hear the guns, and it's just, I'm crying. It's so moving.
Good.
You know,
Good. I'm
it's
glad it
like
moves you.
people give their life for our
Oh, darling.
country.
Yes, they
It,
do. And there's many
It
of us out
affects
here that know
everybody.
many that did.
Yeah.
Uh,
and then we've got that pig in the White House
a
that
man undeserving
oh,
in my opinion, of even, he's not commander in chief. A commander in chief
It's
is somebody. This
in the
Commander
front.
Blue Wave is more of a commander than that asshole would ever be. He doesn't understand. I hate it when he walks out there and he grabs the flag and hugs the flag. Are you shitting me? You're a snake oil
oh,
salesman. It's a
that poor
show
flag.
that you put on for your little minions that go, oh, look, he loves
Like,
America.
get
No,
away
he
from the
doesn't.
flag.
He didn't pay any taxes. He told you that. People who pay taxes are stupid. He's smart. Now,
That's what he
he
said.
didn't serve when he was called upon. I got bone spurs. While he's playing baseball and tennis, by the way. Oh, that don't bother him. Oh, but I got bone spurs. No, his daddy paid the guy to give him a deferment. That's the way it always has been with people of wealth who are just disgustingly disgusting. Not all rich people. There are many people of wealth that have served.
Oh, definitely.
Yes,
Like
yes.
that football player. What was his name?
Tillman. Tillman.
Only if they have a long
Yes.
Jimmy
history
Carter.
of officers.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
If they have a long history of officers, they will too.
You know,
and
it's
I think Sam Elliott served too.
and look at the
Sean Connery.
people. Oh, yeah. The people
you don't
from
have to look far. You can find one in the one or two, three or four in the blue room right now.
Different
yeah,
They're all
time.
around us. That's what so many uh, don't realize is when you walk amongst you, and nobody's looking for. Oh, look, I'm a veteran. Somebody should pat me on the back. That's not what it is. Most
no,
veterans are
Ever.
very quiet, and you wouldn't know they were veterans. But there are many out there that work amongst us every day and shop alongside of you. They're old, they're young. Though young ones catch me off guard sometimes now, because I can
see,
usually
no, that's
spot
why you
old
go.
veterans. It's something about a smell of them. You know, these young ones, though, you feel for them because you know what they've gone through, and it's
Yeah.
yes, it will change them forever, and it always has. Military service will change you regardless of what
Yeah.
you did while you were in the military. Just the mere fact of going through boot camp, you ain't never going to be the same again anyway. So
Well, that's true too.
that
That's
is true.
too.
You make it through boot camp.
Ron,
Yes, ma'am.
I tell you, oops.
one thing I would like to see
Yes.
when Joe Biden wins and he's in office,
Yes, and
I
that
would like to see him bring back each and every veteran that Trump has kicked out of the United States. They
Oh my
worked,
gosh, yes.
they bled for our country. They need
He-
to come home.
there
There
are so many.
boys now.
I
There are
I
boys
see
now.
Travis is running the names, but it's not something I'll delve into deep. There are a lot of veterans, combat veterans, who have been deported and are in Mexico, and
Because
and
Trump's so cute.
it is a thorn under every veteran's ass that
Wait a
every
minute.
day that our brothers and sisters are not allowed in this country after laying their life on the line for it, and it's a disgusting.
Families are here. Their children are here. Some of them have young children.
Yes, yes.
Torn away.
I don't understand this. If a man or a woman serves this country, you get citizenship, baby. It's kind of a good deal here. 1% of our population serves. So when somebody from another country is willing to put their life on the line in defense of our country, to me, baby, that's the signature on the citizenship right there. You've
There's
proven
no question.
There's no question, and there should not be a question. And again, it is held back by Republicans who waved the flag, who put the bumper sticker on there. We support the troops. It's a bumper sticker to them. That's what it means. It says, it's a sticker that says, hey, look at me. I'm a nice guy. Well, what about these veterans? Oh, fuck them guys. I got a bumper sticker here, right here, that says, I support the troops. Kiss my ass. It's the same thing. If you got to live it. If you're going to tell me a Christian, I shouldn't have to look over my shoulder and see you doing something that's not very Christian-like. You know,
yeah.
And, the same way. Anyway, Travis got the names going, so I guess it is time. Thank y'all so much for saving my ass tonight. I started off bumbling my ass around here, didn't have anything better to give you. I had to go off the air and come back on. It was
regroup.
Yeah, I had to reboot. Had to push the reset button.
What did you do?
Huh?
I'm just messing with you.
I went in there and delved into the news, listened to the orange asshole up there talking so I could come in here and properly entertain our family.
Oh, I thought it was because we were having technical
All the
glitches
stress
and,
put on me, you just have no idea.
Travis was the hero.
He is indeed.
Nah.
He is indeed.
Travis,
I would not. That's how come we were.
Do you have a cape too?
No, I don't have a cape. I have. I've been provided. Oh, go ahead.
I think you need a cape.
I
think he does
No,
too.
I got a shirt that is got the perfect. Maybe I'll start wearing that. It's like what was it? It's like
It says.
I
can tell you, but I can't understand it
for you. So
he likes that.
I just know we got a lot of changes going on here, and
Dad, I can explain
right now,
it, but I can't understand this for you.
Yeah.
You gotta show
Just
some
trust
love
me.
to the IT guy.
You need to get you one of those 2020 vampire capes.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Have to be
Yeah.
chic and it, like Vogue GQ type. You let your dad have Superman cape.
Yep.
You gotta come in there with the, and then
I'm
you
sure I
pull
can
your
rock
hair
it.
back.
I guarantee you, if it
Yeah,
was not for
that's-
him,
that's
we
what you
wouldn't be
do.
here this evening, because right after I started the first few minutes of the first show, we would have fell off the air right then, and that would have been it for the night. So.
Here's the thing, y'all. The reason why I get scared is one of these days, I might be able to leave the house, and we might be able to go somewhere, and I might not be here to help Dad with the show. I got to make sure this thing works, whether I'm here or not. So,
You gotta make sure the boat floats.
but don't worry.
Good luck
You
with
ain't
that,
going
Travis.
nowhere.
Don't
Good
worry.
luck with
To have
that.
a little patience.
They say
It
that
takes
this.
a lot of
Oh,
strength.
shit.
They say it may take up to 2022 for social distancing to end. So I think I'm going to be here for.
No
a
shit, did y'all hear that
while.
crap? Say there was some story out there going, well, we may not be able to stop this until 2022. What? Are you shitting me? No.
You know why?
Ah.
You know why? Because we're using mitigation versus using contact tracking. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Well,
Took me right back to the beginning. That's what I was saying, Jeff.
Yeah.
We can't think.
they have
we
to
gotta
come up
get-
with a vaccine.
Why
It's not going to
aren't we
take it.
They do it for
Test
AIDS.
everybody.
They
Yeah.
do it for syphilis. They do it for. Why would you? If you have everybody on a serious lockdown, you do integrated contract tracking.
Yeah.
You want to get the economy back going, then that means you got to isolate every individual who has it.
Exactly.
First, you have to test them to
If
find
you
out if
don't
they
do
do
that,
have
and
them.
there's only one way to do it.
There's a problem.
Shut everybody down and test them, both
Yeah.
of which he has used all of his efforts to make sure that neither one of those things happen.
Because he doesn't give
It
a shit.
just takes one person to spread this.
Yeah.
Just one.
Done
And
with
it's like
this,
you
John.
go to the
It
store.
takes one
you know.
person for a lot of things, and
Yeah.
so be that person. And the smallest things that you can do every day when you're in your life, try to be that person that makes a difference in somebody else's life. Give them a
And
smile.
right now, what you could do is stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Amen.
Stay home.
It helps
Go
you
out,
squash
wear
the
a
curve.
It's I don't mind it. I don't mind. I didn't go to town today at all. Bear, my postman, who, by the way, Tammy Ames, he got his mask today. He had been on vacation for about a week, so he just got his mask today. I left it in the mailbox for him. He texted me. He found it, and thanked Tammy Ames very much for that. He said, and so I didn't. There's no reason to go to town because I knew there was nothing in my box, and chilled out here at the house all day, played golf and played bowling with my wife and son, and had a nice time. But when I tried to start the show, everything went to shit. So we will get that fixed. Thank you, my son, very much, Travis, for fixing everything and making it work again after Dad screws it up. So it's a never-ending job.
Don't worry, I'll be here tomorrow.
It's got a long list of shit that I screw up.
Yeah, no, you didn't really screw anything up.
Which usually starts with, what's my password for this one?
Okay, well, yeah, there's that, but that's another story. No, you didn't screw anything up. We found out at the end there the reason why things were going bad on your computer is it's not getting good enough Wi-Fi signal back here in the house. So once we get that fixed, we'll have 2 computers again. But for now, we're gonna be. I think this went okay tonight. So for now, we won't be having any of the new upgrades that I'm hoping to do for the show for just a little bit longer. Got to
get the little worm kicked out first.
Yes.
Anyway,
a Wi-Fi booster.
Yeah. Well, we need a lot of things. But...
Yeah, I want a hard wire going into that thing.
Yeah.
When I'm on the air here, and because that way I'm not getting any delay in it.
To be hardwired.
Yes, I do. I'm not set up for Wi-Fi. It never did work. My graphics card isn't what it used to be. I can't see for shit. My sound card's all fucked up because I can't hear anything. I need an upgrade, baby. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. I love this Blue Dot family. Sometimes it always doesn't go as smoothly as we'd like. But at any rate, it's fine entertainment no matter what you think. Anyway, thank you very much, Bernadette. I appreciate your voice very much, dear. Thank you for being here.
No problem.
Daphne, Betty, thank you very much.
Yep.
We enjoyed it tonight. Tina, always. Your voice is always appreciated here. And Velda Lee, baby.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Velda, for being here.
I'm glad.
This was really fun, you guys. It was so great talking to all of you. Bernadette, Daphne, Velda, wow.
Yeah.
I feel special today.
These are like
the queens. These are like the queens and stuff. I'm like, wow.
Good night.
I love you guys.
We love you back, baby. Michael was saying good night, buddy. Like he says, good night, Blue Dot family. Oh, wait a minute. He said good night, John Boy. Oh, good night, Mariana. Anyway. That's Miss Linda up in it's a thing we have.
Yep.
Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. Y'all tell Blue Dot family good night.
Night, everybody.
There you go. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's Hump Day, baby. So get ready and we'll have the lone wolf camel out here, baby, and it's downhill from there. Dragging on towards Beer and Bud Friday, so don't worry about it. We got a weekend coming. I guarantee you, I've seen it on the calendar, and it's never failed me yet. I love this family. Y'all have a good night, and we'll be here again Thursday night, and maybe we'll be a little bit better organized. I want to thank everybody who donated tonight and those that you see going by on your screen for helping this family out and keeping us on the air. We appreciate it tremendously. And y'all take care, and we'll see y'all later. All that shit. Anyway, love you.